An important update today about the Canadian Forces helicopter that crashed off the coast of Greece late last month, killing 6 service members on board. The military has laid out plans to salvage the wreckage. The CBC's Murray Brewster has been leading our coverage on this story. He joins us from our newsroom here in Ottawa. Hi, Murray.
Hi, Vashi.
So how are they going to recover the wreckage and attempt to recover the missing crew members as well?
Well, the military has confirmed that it's going to be using the services of the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy has very specialized equipment that can dive deep. Now, the wreckage of the Cyclone helicopter is at about 3,000 meters in the Ionian Sea, and that's going to require an unmanned submersible or a drone that will be able to go down and be able to remotely recover the wreckage. And what the military was saying today is that there is a salvage ship, the EDL Hercules, which will begin operations sometime next week, possibly at the beginning of the week, but a lot of this is going to be weather permitting. And they have a rough idea where the aircraft is. They did see it go into the ocean, but it's been in the water for 3 weeks now, and some of the currents on the bottom may have moved it around. Some of the things that we learned today was that there is an electronic beacon on the wreckage that once the salvage operators get close, they may be able to get a better pinpoint accurate location. So they're going to be using a remotely operated vehicle to try and recover not only the wreckage, but the remains of the missing crew members. And
was there anything new revealed, Murray, about the investigation, and in particular why the helicopter crashed?
They made it very clear at the beginning that they were not going to speculate nor talk about the investigation. But there were some interesting details in the sense that, first of all, the military confirmed a lot of what we've been reporting over the last 10 days to 2 weeks about how the aircraft was close to HMCS Fredericton when it went down. It went down in full view of the crew. It was preparing to land at the time. At the same time, it was also conducting, or it had gone past the Fredericton to make what they call a photo pass or a brownie run. So the one new information, the bit of information that we had from today's briefing was the fact that the aircraft was preparing for a hoist operation. Again, it was all part of the training that was taking place. In terms of where the investigation goes from here, it's probably going to be up to about a year before there is a full report on what happened. The investigators are required to file a flight safety report pretty much by the end of the month. So we're going to get some preliminary information about what may or may not have been in the flight data recorders. What's significant about the salvage operation, though, is they might have been able to tell if the answer to the crash was simple by just looking at the flight data recorders. Having to go after the wreckage now indicates that they didn't get all the information that they were looking for originally. So it'll probably be near the end of the month or the beginning of next month before we know for certain whether or not they were able to get the wreckage and the remains.
Okay, good to have that timeline. Thanks very much for the update, Murray. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.